What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm using DraftTech's website. I love their site. They give you positionals and everything. But this is going to be my grades. Not they'll have theirs on here and their opinions. Some of them agree with, some of them I don't. But I'm going to give you my grades on each player. Jerry Porter Jr. for the Steelers. I grade him at an A+. Got good speed, great size, great athleticism. He's still got upside. I loved him at Penn State. I'm not going to be too long on this, guys. 33rd overall, Will Levis to the Titans. I think that's a great pick. Little surprise, sort of, just because of the draft of Malik Willis last year. I thought he might be their guy, and he fell pretty far. I thought that was a steal, so maybe they got another steal, some more competition. Never really hurts anybody. 34 overall, Sam Laporta to the Lions. Love that pick. Stolen from the Cowboys. Another player is kind of stolen from the Cowboys. They didn't trade up at all. I'll get into that later, but yeah, it sucks. I really wanted him. Or this guy, Michael May. Went to the Raiders, so that's it. Both of them are A+ for me. Great tight ends. I think they were the two best tight ends in the draft. Musgrave's up there. Croft is up there. Darnell Washington, yes, but medical made him fall to the 3rd round last night. I watched. I can't remember what pick he was, but he was way later than he should have been. He was really my 2nd, 3rd guy. Just an alien type guy. Great kid, but the knee, I guess, has scared a lot of people. Who knows? It's a big red flag, and medical made him fall way far, and I had no idea until a couple days ago about the medical for him. So, Steve Avila, another player I really had rated high. I liked a lot. Guard center out of TCU. Great pick by the Rams. Once again, stealing a player that I wanted for Cowboys as an A+. They gave him B+. I gave him A+ for that one. Derek Hall, I gave him a B+. Thought there's players better for the Seahawks, but he fits their mold. John Schneider, Pete Carroll, it's what they do. They're like big power guys. It's hard to convert speed to power, and he does it very well. He's got some things to work on, but that's not a bad pick at all for them. That's an A+ or B+ at least. I just think there's better players. Matthew Bergeron out of Syracuse for the Falcons. Try to zoom in a picture and very good. Yeah, this was a very good player. I think he's more of a guard, 6'5", 319. I would put him at guard just because of his nasty streak. Let him maul people over. Don't think he has the hands or the arms for the tackle position, but maybe they can develop him quickly and eventually move him back out to tackle. Don't know what they're going to do there because Jake Matthews is getting older, so. Then you have Jonathan Mingo at wide receiver out of Ole Miss. A little bit bigger than A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is 6'1". He's 6'2". I think it's a good player for Bryce Young. Not a burner, but also not really slow. So I give this an A+. Give him another good receiver. Maybe a number 1, but definitely a number 2 type receiver. And he's got a lot of physicality in his game. Good route runner. So that counts a lot too. So as an A+. Isaiah Foskey for Saints at 40. Big guy, powerful guy, pretty daggone fast. Got some work to do and some polishing to do, but under Cam Jordan and company, he should be good to go. They did lose another defensive lineman. They lost Trey Henderson a couple years ago now, and they've lost, what was the guy? Another big lineman. I can't remember what his name was off the top of my head, but another really good lineman went somewhere else in free agency this year, so they had to start replenishing that. I'll give him a B+. Upside is definitely A+ for this guy, so out of Notre Dame. Cardinals, B.J. Ojulari. I'll give him a B+ on this one. He's got some kind of an in-betweener, but he can definitely be an edge rusher, and that's what they need because they have lost a lot of guys. Zach Allen, J.J. Watt, A.J. Grimmie, they've lost guys on offense, defense. Looks like they could lose DeAndre Hopkins this year as well. They got their tackle. One of the best in the draft in the first round. They got an edge rusher in the second, so they're rebuilding clearly. They're not going to get everybody they need this year, but they can help themselves and be in contention still, especially with Kyler Murray quarterback if he's healthy. Packers at 42. I take Luke Musgrave, one of my favorite tight ends after Michael May and Sam Laporta. And, of course, Dalton Kincaid. That was first round, so it's just, oh, my gosh, what are my Cowboys doing? But this is one of the better upside guys. Didn't play much because of injury, but if he gets healthy, gets back to form, he could really be a superstar. Yeah. So, Packers get an A+ on that one. The Jets get an A+ on this one. Joe Tippmann, my second-rated center, but definitely really good. He can play guard as well, so he has some position flex. John Michael Smith doesn't really have position flex, but he is the best center. But Joe Tippmann, definitely A+. Another guy I would have loved to have had to help our offensive line, since we need a guard / competition at center. So thank you, Jets. Everybody's just hosing us this year. Julius Brents, another guy I liked out of Kansas State. I think one of the fastest corners in this draft, and he's got good physicality. Like some other corners in this draft, he's just got to learn to trust his instincts. A little bit too grabby. Can't be doing that in the NFL. You will get flagged. But I'll give them an A- for this one. Upside A+ if he can learn to quit grabbing. Just quit grabbing, kid. You're more than good enough, and your instinct, just trust it. Don't grab, because the refs are just going to throw the stupid flag. 45 for Detroit Lions. Brian Branch, best safety in this draft. Yeah, he had him in the first round, so that's a steal there for them. Out of Alabama, now, maybe the thinking behind this, they went and got C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the Eagles in free agency. And Brian Branch, maybe this is if they want to try to trade Gardner-Johnson to a needy team later in the year. They have a safety, don't have to worry about it. You got Aaron Glenn. This is an Aaron Glenn pick. And he said that there was no negative plays with this kid. It was all positive. Aaron Glenn loves him. So does Dan Campbell. There you go. That's an A+. 46 for Patriots. Keon White, one of the better pass rushers in this draft. Big guy. So this they didn't like as much as I did. I would like to have paired him with Aiden Hutchinson, but for the Patriots, I mean Christian Gonzalez and now Keon White, this is an A- upside A+ for the Patriots. 47 Washington Commanders. Jartavius Martin, another cornerback Pretty good. I'll give him a B plus on this one. Upside of an A plus. Another one that needs to just quit grabbing. And I think there was some. I don't think there's any injury concerns I know of. But not the biggest guy, but he's pretty good. He's pretty fast too. So there's a lot of good corners in this draft. 48 for the Buccaneers, Cody Mock. Offensive guard. He's a tackle out of North Dakota State. South Dakota. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. North Dakota State, Carson Wentz, all that. So there you go, Carson Wentz. Maybe they'll bring him back. He's a guard. He's got a good nasty streak and all. Don't think he's got what it takes to be a tackle, but maybe they can develop him. They got Luke Godick last year at Michigan State, or Western Michigan, or somewhere. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but they're rebuilding that offensive line, so they're trying to build, I think, for next year, maybe, for the quarterback, Drake May or Caleb Williams or somebody. I don't think they're going to be very good this year, but this is I give them a B plus for this one. Keanu Benton out of Wisconsin, defensive lineman. I think this could be interior defensive lineman replacement. Don't think he's going to be D-tackle. I think he's going to be more of 5 technique. So this is a B plus. Pretty good player. Got some nastiness, got some power. I give him a B plus. Upside of A plus. Depending on how he develops. Number 50 for Green Bay, Jaden Reed. Not the biggest guy. He's got some speed, but he goes up and gets the ball. So Green Bay does not draft receivers in the first round, but they do well in the second and after. I mean, Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, James Jones, Devontae Adams. I mean, Jeff Janis I thought he was going to be better, but of course, plenty of others as well. So this was I'll give him a B plus. He's not going to be your number one, but he's not a Greg Jennings, but he'd be a good number 2, number 3 receiver easily. Dolphins first pick, Cam Smith, one of my favorite corners out of South Carolina. Had first round grade on him as well. Good size, good speed. Needs to watch the level grabbing, but development, I give this A plus for the Dolphins for their first pick. 52 Seattle Seahawks, Zach Charbonnet at UCLA, one of my favorite running backs. They got so many running backs. I don't know why they got him, but maybe they're really leaning more into the run. Even though Geno Smith showed he's capable of being that quarterback. 6'1", 220, got good size, speed, awareness, good blocking. Really liked him a lot. And this is a A for them. Even though I'm not sure they needed it with Kenneth Walker and all. But 53 Chicago Bears. Gordon Dexter, defensive lineman, Georgia, Florida. Oh, I said Georgia. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. Big guy. They're just trying to really replace everything they can on defense. They are really trying to build something. He's really good. Got good size, good power. I give this a B plus. They need a lot more though. Chargers. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but he's really good. Edge out of USC. I'll give this a B plus. Got good size, good speed, and he's going to be a backup to Bosa and Khalil Mack. So they're just building strength on strength right now. He's got some good upside. I gotta start using my GoPro for this because this camera on his phone is not very good. Rasheed Rice out of SMU. For the Chiefs, good receiver. Not a total burner, but Emmanuel Sanders is his comp. Give us A+ because the only thing with him is consistency. There's been other people allude to this, but if anybody can get it out of him, it's Andy Reid and Brett Veach and Patrick Mahomes and company, Travis Kelce. And, I mean, look what they did with the Giants receiver from last year. I mean, that's where players go to get better. And they're getting really good, dangerously good. They're becoming a dynasty. If they can keep this up. This is an A+, just for the upside. Even though I think there's better players there. A little surprising. Marvin Mims comes to mind. The two kids out of Tennessee. But if anybody can get the upside Emmanuel Sanders out of them, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bears, Tyreek Stevenson, corner out of Miami. Another really good player. This is an A. He'll start probably week 1. He just has to work on his hands. A lot of corners that are very grabby. And of course, the Giants. Another guy I would have liked to have had, John Michael Smith's the best center. This is an A+, without a doubt. The center out of Minnesota. Just keep helping Daniel Jones. Maybe possibly make him into a franchise guy. Keep surrounding him with talent like this. That's a steal. And, of course, we get to my Cowboys. Grade to pick, guys. What do you think? A, B, C, D, or F? Or just Z for totally insane. Luke Schoonmaker, tight end out of Michigan. 6'6", 250. He could be your day 1 starter. What's our grade? B+? Yeah, I gave him a C just because he's going to be 25, guys. Man. And I still like Ferguson. He's got a lot of upside. And Peyton Hendershot. I don't know. We'll see, but he definitely can be. He's definitely the most athletic of the bunch, but I don't know. Hope it's not another Jake Butt, even though Jake Butt was a lot better and just kept suffering injuries. This guy, injuries as well. So, yeah, they usually don't do well with second-round picks anyway. 59. Another guy I wanted to do, Cyrus Torrance. That was a steal. Yeah, Cowboys, I don't think liked him. Not the most athletic guy. Doesn't move around very well, but he's a mauler and a big dude. And probably your Connor McGovern replacement. Unless you kick Connor over to right guard or something. Yeah, 6'5", 330 something. I think he's very bigger than that. Maybe he's lost some weight. This is an A+ for the Bills. They stole 2 of my favorite players. As well as Tom Downey's and all. Cyrus Torrance and Dalton Kincaid. Thanks, Buffalo. Cincinnati, DJ Turner. This is an A. He's a good corner. They need corners. Decent size, not big size, but he's really good. So I give him an A for that one. In the second round. Jaguar 61, Brenton Strange. I'm going to give this a D. I don't understand this one. There was better. There was Croft. There was Darnell Washington, even though with the injury and all. This guy was like a 3rd or 4th round guy. I don't understand this. Jacksonville, what are you doing? Maybe he fits. Maybe he becomes an A+. I don't know. I mean, he does get a great quarterback. They gave him a B+. I'm giving him a D on that one. Houston, Juice Scruggs. The center out of Penn State. This one is an F. I mean, they gave him a B. I gave him an F because he was like 5th or 6th round. This one makes me scratch my head. Houston, you were doing so well too. I mean, you get C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson Jr. in the 1st round. Then you follow it up with this nonsense. Maybe he proves me wrong, but yeah, look what they had him grading. They gave him a B. No. They're trying to be nice. I might be a nice F. Denver, Marvin Mims. This is a B+. One of the better receivers. I'm surprised went down this far. So that is it for round 2, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit notifications, all that good stuff. And I will catch you on another video, guys, for round 3.